What's going on, world? Go by the name Desmond Scott. Right back at you again. We're here to talk about this once again. The Way It Is by yours truly, Desmond Scott. This is a good book. If you don't have this book, you're running late, like you're running all we late. You're running late. You need to grab this John, see what's going on with this. Check that back page synopsis out. Nice and deep and long for you can pay attention to what's going on, because I got a lot to talk about in this book. See the smashed up squad on the back, the front pictures of ran down fucking houses in North Philly. Kept it real basic for the folks. There ain't no chick on here, once again. There ain't no chick on there with the Bentley and, the dude sitting behind her and they got the cornrows in his hair. None of that extra dumb shit. We're not talking about that. We're talking about basic shit that goes on in inner city hoods across America that people are scared to talk about. And my story is one of those real basic stories that everybody go through and live every day. And I just had the balls to talk about it. And I'm going to read to you chapter 3, what this consists of. Chapter 3 is entitled Who's Who. The day had finally came. I'm getting out of jail today. As I got up out of the bed and began to brush my teeth, I gazed into the little ass mirror on the wall above the sink. I saw a 6'3", 180 pounds, light brown skin, black kid that was destined to make a mark in the city of brotherly love. I spit the toothpaste I had in my mouth into the toilet and then put my head to the door. I heard keys coming up the top tier near my cell. I finished brushing my teeth and washed my face quickly. I sealed and stopped at my cell door and unlocked it. The female guard opened the door and said, "You ready?" I ain't got all day. I looked at this bitch like she lost her fucking mind as she popped her stale-ass gum in my face. "Yeah," I said, shaking my head, exiting the cell. As we walked down the steps that led to the day room, the CO kept looking over to me. "What's your PP number?" "Police folder number." She asked, looking me up and down. 743-509. "Do you have all your stuff?" "Yeah." "Let's get this over with, because I'm trying to get in the breeze. I got shit to do, feel me?" As I returned upstairs, she just shot me a nigga, please, you ain't nobody look. I brushed her facial expression off and stepped into the Sallyport exit. After waiting damn near a half an hour, they finally buzzed the door and I walked off the pod where I was locked up at. We walked down the long corridor and finally got to the receiver room where I came in at. I was given my clothes that I got locked up in and $2 to get home with. I was led to the door that separated me from freedom a year ago. As I stepped out of CFCF in my tight-ass Guess jeans and my polo shirt that was now too small because of a couple of pounds I put on fucking those chi-chis in jail, I looked around the large parking lot full of people, visitors, COs, that were all en route to the main entrance of the CFCF. Some people were staring at me like I owed them something. I shook my head and said to myself, they just don't know what goes on inside there. I started for the bus stop. Me and another dude were the only ones being released at the time today, so we walked to the bus stop together. Once we reached the bus stop across the street from the jail, this dude started running his fucking mouth for an hour about some jail shit. I tried my best to pay him no mind, but that didn't work. As soon as I went to snap out on his ass, I seen the 84 bus coming up the street behind a couple of cars. "Thank God," I said, scratching my head. The bus pulled up and let a couple of people off, and I got on and paid my fare. I found a seat all the way in the back next to a window, away from this nagging ass nigga. I happened to look up and spotted dude coming my way through the half now crowded bus, back to me. He got back there and sat next to some man reading the newspaper. "Damn, young buck, we free. I'm not going back to the F. That shit crazy. I was working in the kitchen, right?" He said, looking at me, trying to get me to have a conversation with him. I said to myself, how long is this nigga gonna talk? I know his mouth hurt from all the bullshit he be talking. I ain't gonna give it all to you, man. I know it's interesting, right? Interesting. Basically what I read right there, my main character, Khalil, he comes home from jail. He doesn't really have anything. He's just now getting released. He's getting released from jail, and he's on his way home. And it's like the story is like, it's not dragging. So don't think that it's not dragging. It's more or less he's en route to go home, but he's just thinking about a lot of stuff that's going on And there's one old head on the bus that's keep fucking when he running his mouth about some prison shit, you know, being institutionalized, you know, stuck in jail ways, you know, get around, you know, get confined for a period of time and start acting a certain kind of way. But yeah, my main character, he's on his way home and basically, you know, he got released from jail and this guy's getting on his fucking nerves, as you can see, and he's about to snap out on the bus. So you got to read it on. Well, you got to read it on your own time to understand what exactly is going on. But yeah, this is an excellent book right here. The way it is by yours truly. I'm gonna keep dropping these fucking blog talks. It's not the tight version. It's the real version. I'm talking to you. Yeah, whoever's watching this shit, like I'm talking to you. This is for y'all, the people that bought this and enjoyed this, and this is for the people that didn't read it, that need to go out and buy it and stop playing. I'm gonna keep dropping these little blogs, YouTubes, whatever you want to call them. So I'm gonna keep warming y'all up. Cause one way or another, I want to make sure this fucking book go nationwide where it need to go at because I'm that talented to do it. I do all my shit by myself. I don't let nobody never tell. I don't even know it's not even my vocabulary or in nothing I do. I hate to be told no about anything. So if you hate to be told anything, you always got to tell yourself yes. You got to go out and get what you want so you can control your faith at all times. And that's what I'm doing right now with this book. I got 5 of them that I wrote. Hold on. Not 5. My bad. 6. I write so much and do so much shit by myself. I'm fucking losing my mind. But anyway, yeah, like, don't never let motherfucker tell you what you can't do. All that no shit. That shit is for the birds. And on that note, I'm about to get ready to sign off. I ain't gonna wrap your head off with the bullshit. Just make sure you go out and grab this book right here. Remember that title, The Way It Is. Like Keisha Cole, The Way It Is. Remember Desmond Scott, The Way It Is. You know, point blank period. Black and white cover. Desmond Scott. Unique name. I don't have a Raheem and Kareem. Desmond. One of the kind that you rarely hear that name. But anyway, you stop fucking around. I'm tired of shit anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna get at y'all again on Blog Talk Part 4. Scream at me.